Hey everybody, today I want to go over music. So music, pretty important part of our classes. This is our setup. So we got the whiteboard here, we got our TV screen here, water cooler, and these are our two speakers for our music. Now right now it's kind of cluttered. That's because these wires here that connect the speakers to the iPad are limited in distance. So these are new speakers. So what we're working on is getting some longer cords to kind of spread these two bad boys out. I would kind of want that one up where the old one is, and then this one over to there a little bit farther. Above that, that's the laptop. That's what's in charge of the TV. And then the iPad right here, that's what's in charge of the music. Now, what we use is we have two options here. You have Fit Radio and Spotify. For class, my coaches are only allowed to use Fit Radio. So it's like a $25 subscription. There's DJs that make playlists. They're about an hour long. So they work perfect for our gym, but also good for fitness in general because the DJ blends the music. So there's never like a break in songs. There's an option here. They have all sorts of genres. Everything you can think of. What I do is I test run some of the playlists and I'll like it. So if there's a playlist playing like right now, I can just push that heart. And if I push that heart, it adds it. So if I push this heart over here on the main screen, it's gonna show me all my favorite playlists. So me and my brother, we're in charge of picking the playlist. Now, what we do give our coaches freedom to is to choose any of these playlists that they like. Okay, so there are different genres. A lot of it's mixed, so pop, rap, EDM, and all different sorts of that. So they can choose anything they want from here, but they have to choose from this list. The reason why is because there's a lot of music that people like in CrossFit, and there's more music that people don't like. So we limit it to pop, rap, or hip hop, and EDM, so electronic dance music, and everything top 40, all that fun stuff. Now, I usually keep about 50 playlists on here that people can choose from, and every time I add a new one, I'll go down to the bottom and delete the oldest one, so it keeps everything fresh and new. So my coaches have freedom to pick out of these different lists. There is a feature on this app that you can go on and turn off all cuss words. So all of our playlists are clean. Do not play cuss words in your gym. It's very unprofessional and distracting, and people potentially could be offended by it. I try to stay away from anything derogatory towards women. You're going to find that a lot in the hip hop music. So I try to stay away from. If I hear like even one or two songs in the playlist that I don't like, I won't add it to the playlist. Now, say my coaches choose a song. They can start this playlist. This playlist is 64 minutes long, so that's perfect. So it's good for the whole class. They don't have to, and the next playlist will actually start automatically, so you'll never have a break in songs. If you notice up here, I have warm up, build up, WOD. Get rid of that glare. That's volume control. So if you watch, when I raise up the volume, that right there is warm up. So anytime the class is getting started, we're warming up, music's playing in the background, it's not loud, but there's something there, so it's not quiet. Then build up is that session that we do right before this. It's where we build up weight or we build up intensity. It's kind of like the little mini workout before the workout. That we build it up the music. So we're building up the atmosphere, we're building up the sound, we're building up the energy, and then we'll work out. I'm not gonna go all the way up because it's way too loud because we're right next to the speakers, but you would just go up to there. Now, the reason why we do that's consistency. So now when I walk into a class, I had issues with some coaches would be playing it quiet, some coaches would be playing it loud. So I just mail that so it's more consistent over each class. And so the coaches know the music is consistent. They're picking the list that I want. Warm up, build up, WOD, volume's the same regardless what class you go into. Everything's nice and consistent. Consistency is the key, and just this little stuff right here kind of helps with that. Now, do's and don'ts. Music. Two music genres that I personally like but do not work well in gyms is heavy rock and country music. People will complain if they hear that music. Ever since I made the rule of pop, hip hop, and EDM, and more of the top 40 friendly version of those music, I've had zero complaints on music. I have a rule, and I tell my coaches this: no one cares what you want to listen to during the workout. You want people not to remember what the music was playing. You want people to remember the workout. And if good music is playing, they won't even hear it. If it's bad music, they will hear it, and they will complain. So make sure that you stay in those 3 genres. I find that works the best, and we don't want to be putting in music that we personally want to hear. It's more what the general public's going to want to hear. So that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, please ask, and I'll be happy to answer anything you guys have on that. But that app right there, just a reminder, is Fit Radio, and it's like $25 a month, and it's literally built for gyms. Actually, the way I found out about it was I had one of my coaches here used to work at a global gym, a really high-end one, and I asked her what music they play, and she told me that's what the one they play, and I'm like, well, if it works for them, I'll try it out. So I tried it out, and I love it. They're awesome mixes. They have new mixes every week, and your clients aren't going to be hearing the same playlist. They shouldn't hear the same playlist more than once, but the playlists are so long that it doesn't really matter. You can replay playlists. Usually I'll pick a playlist for the day and just let it ride. But yeah, that's it for today. I guess I'll just